Let's learn how to log a work order. This includes emergency and scheduled repairs, as well as any other type of miscellaneous work other than a preventative maintenance. As an overview, we will select the equipment we're working with, specify what type of work order we are performing, and then provide all the information relevant to our work, including downtime and attaching pictures. To begin, tap Start a Work Order. Then we'll search the name of our equipment. Once you found the name, double tap. Then we can quickly visually confirm the loaded template says work order, and beneath it the green text has the name of the equipment we intended. Then we can scroll down to the bottom, tap Start. So before we scroll down to the instructions, notice the timer here. The moment we tap Start, a timer began, tracking the time we spend on this work order. So to accurately log the time you spend working on this equipment, it's important to perform the work in this flow. First, start the work order on the app to begin tracking time, as we've done. Then, you may want to answer some preliminary questions on the app, such as the type of work order or taking a picture of the problem before you repair it. Next, physically do whatever is necessary to complete your work order and enter information into the app when you think it is appropriate. Finally, you may want to check your work and then submit your work order through the app. A quick note, if you're performing some kind of emergency repair where time is critical, it should go without saying that you should not use the app before you're dealing with a safe situation. With that out of the way, let's take a look at the instructions specified in a work order. The first thing we are asked is the type of work order. If we are performing an emergency repair, tap emergency. If we are performing a scheduled repair, tap scheduled. And if we're doing anything else, tap miscellaneous request. Remember, as mentioned earlier, this does not include preventative maintenances, which is a separate workflow. When we tap one of these options, we will see a different instruction set. See, this is the instruction set for emergency repair, and then now here, this is the instruction set for scheduled repair, and this is the instruction set for miscellaneous request. In this example, I'll perform an emergency repair by simply answering each question. Since I'm not next to an elevator, I'll pretend to repair my computer instead. So, for perceived cause of the shutdown after investigation. Now, can you attach a picture of the problem before starting the repair? I'll say yes, and now I have the option to attach a picture. I can either take a picture on the spot or upload a photo I've saved. I'll take a photo. Tap Use Photo. And it's saved. I can also attach multiple photos if necessary, perhaps for different angles or distances. Let me demonstrate that now. I'm just going to tap Attach File again. Use Photo. And I have two photos. Alright, so next I'm going to be asked to take another photo. This is for a picture of the repair upon completion. You can do the same thing, tap Yes, Attach File, and then take photo. Use Photo. Now it's asking me for a description of the work performed upon completion. Now we've come to the conclusion. Every type of work submission will ask us these same questions, whether we are performing a repair, miscellaneous request, or preventative maintenance. Were parts replaced during your service? So if yes, which parts? But I'll always say no. And same idea for which parts were not available at the time of repair. I'll say no again. Post-service status of our equipment. We can say it was left in service or it was left shut down, and if so, why? I'll say it was left in service. Then this is going to ask us to confirm all of our pictures were attached so we don't forget. I'm going to say confirm. And now it's going to ask us for our name and signature. So here's my signature. Tap Save. Signature is saved. Now, at the very bottom, there's a section for completion notes. So here we just want to enter any additional information relevant to the work order that was not included elsewhere. May be helpful, may not be, depending on the situation. Then we'll tap Complete. If we started the work order on the app before physically starting our work and tapped Complete once we are finished with our work, we should see an accurate time worked here. The very last step is specifying if our work caused unplanned downtime, and if so, how much. So I'll say yes. And we just tap the plus and minus signs for hours and minutes to specify your best estimate for unplanned downtime. So let me say 2 hours flat of unplanned downtime. Now just tap Complete. And we're done. You successfully completed your first work order, and you now know how to log your work for an emergency repair, scheduled repair, or miscellaneous request.